What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the channel. We have some absolutely insane news breaking right now that is sending shockwaves through the entire sports world, not just the NBA. Reports are flying everywhere, claiming that none other than Stephen A. Smith has allegedly leaked private party footage of LeBron James. Yes, you heard that right. This is a story that has exploded across social media, and honestly, it's one of the wildest we've seen in a long time. So, what exactly is happening? According to multiple sources and a viral storm on Twitter and Instagram, video clips have surfaced showing LeBron James at what appears to be a very private, exclusive celebration. We're talking close friends, family, and other high-profile celebrities. It was clearly an intimate gathering, the kind of event that is absolutely not meant for public consumption. These weren't just a few blurry photos. We're talking about actual video footage that captures moments of LeBron letting loose, celebrating and just being himself away from the cameras and the pressures of being one of the most famous athletes on the planet. The immediate question on everyone's mind is, how on earth did this footage get out? And more importantly, why is Stephen A. Smith's name attached to it? This is where the story takes a sharp turn into controversy and speculation. The allegations suggest that Stephen A., one of the most prominent voices in sports media, somehow obtained this footage and was involved in its release. This has, as you can imagine, ignited a massive firestorm online. Fans are completely divided. On one side, you have a massive wave of people defending LeBron, furious about this blatant invasion of privacy. They're pointing the finger directly at Stephen A., accusing him of crossing a major ethical line. The argument is that he potentially betrayed a personal relationship or a trusted source just to create a sensational story and drive clicks and views. People are saying this isn't journalism. It's gossip mongering that damages the trust between athletes and the media. The term betrayal is being thrown around a lot, suggesting that if Stephen A. was responsible, he may have burned a major bridge with the biggest star in the league. Then you have the other side of the debate. There's a group of people who are arguing that when you're a public figure of LeBron James's stature, a certain level of scrutiny is just part of the deal. Their take is that if you're a global icon, you have to be careful at all times because your life is constantly under a microscope. While they might not condone the leak, they're less sympathetic, suggesting that this is just the reality of modern celebrity. Some are even questioning if Stephen A. was just doing his job as a journalist, which is to report on newsworthy information, regardless of how it was obtained. It's a classic debate about where the line is drawn between a public figure's right to privacy and the public's right to know. Now let's talk about the key players here. As of right now, LeBron James's camp has been completely silent. His team, his agent, and LeBron himself have not released any official statement addressing the footage or the allegations against Stephen A. Smith. This silence is deafening and is only adding more fuel to the fire. Are they planning legal action? Are they trying to figure out the source of the leak internally before they speak? We just don't know, and their lack of comment is making everyone speculate even more wildly. It's a strategic move, no doubt, but one that has everyone on the edge of their seats. On the other side, we have Stephen A. Smith. He's also been uncharacteristically quiet on this specific matter. He hasn't confirmed anything, but he hasn't denied it either. Knowing Stephen A., his silence is very loud. He's never one to shy away from a controversy, especially one with his name at the center of it. So, is he waiting for the right moment to address it on First Take? Is he consulting with his own legal team at ESPN? His lack of a fiery denial is what's making many people believe there might be some truth to the rumors. If he was completely innocent, you'd expect him to be on every platform defending his name and his journalistic integrity. This whole situation has become so much bigger than just a simple piece of gossip. It's now a major conversation about the state of sports journalism in 2024. Where do we draw the line? Is it acceptable for a journalist to release private material of an athlete if it doesn't pertain to their performance on the court or any illegal activity? It really blurs the lines between being a reporter and being part of the tabloid machine. It also raises questions about trust. How can athletes ever trust members of the media if they fear their private moments could be weaponized for ratings? The fallout from this could be enormous. If Stephen A. is proven to be the source of the leak, it could have serious repercussions for his career and his relationship with countless athletes, not just LeBron. The NBA is a tight-knit community, and a move like this could get him blacklisted by players and agents across the league. They might refuse to give him interviews or inside information, which is the lifeblood of his job. For LeBron, this is an unwelcome distraction. Whether he's preparing for another season or focusing on his business ventures, this is the last thing he needs. It's a violation that could make him even more guarded than he already is. Think about the precedent this sets. If a figure as powerful as Stephen A. Smith can allegedly do this to a star as massive as LeBron James, what does that mean for other players? It creates an environment of paranoia. Players will be looking over their shoulders at private events, wondering who might be recording and who might leak it to the press. It could fundamentally change the dynamic between athletes and the media for years to come. As the story continues to develop, we're all just watching and waiting for the next domino to fall. Will LeBron's team make a move? Will Stephen A. finally break his silence and give us his side of the story? What are the behind-the-scenes conversations happening at ESPN right now? They have to be in crisis mode trying to figure out how to handle this, especially given the profiles of the two individuals involved. This isn't just some rookie player, it's LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, two titans of the industry. We're going to be tracking this story every step of the way, so make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because as soon as there's an update, we'll be the first to bring it to you. This is far from over, and the resolution, whatever it may be, will have long-lasting effects on the sports media landscape. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Stephen A. crossed a line, or is this fair game when you're a celebrity like LeBron? Let me know your honest opinions down in the comments below. This is a complex issue with a lot of different angles, and I'm really curious to see what the consensus is among you all. The core of the issue really boils down to ethics. Journalism schools teach about the public interest. Is there a compelling public interest in seeing LeBron James party with his friends? Most would argue no. It doesn't relate to his job, it doesn't expose a crime, and it doesn't reveal a character flaw that affects his role as a public figure. It simply exposes a private moment. This is why the accusations against Stephen A. are so damaging. He has built a brand on being an insider with unparalleled access, but that access is built on trust. If that trust is broken, the entire foundation of his brand could crumble. Imagine the conversations happening in locker rooms across the NBA right now. Players are likely talking about this, warning each other, and perhaps reevaluating which media members they can trust. This incident could have a chilling effect on the access that all journalists have, not just Stephen A. Smith. Players might decide to lock things down completely, refusing to give the kind of candid interviews and inside access that fans love. In the end, a story like this might hurt the fans the most, as the wall between them and the athletes they admire gets even taller. We also have to consider the possibility that Stephen A. was set up. In the cutthroat world of media, could a rival have framed him to damage his reputation? Or perhaps his source provided the footage under false pretenses, and he was unaware of its true origins. These are possibilities we have to entertain until we have all the facts. However, the court of public opinion moves fast, and right now, the narrative is being shaped by the allegations swirling online. Stephen A.'s silence isn't helping his case in that regard. This saga is a perfect storm of celebrity, privacy, media ethics, and the power of social media. It's a modern-day drama playing out in real time for the world to see. The next 24 to 48 hours will be critical. We're expecting some kind of statement from either LeBron's camp or Stephen A. Smith. When that happens, you know it's going to break the internet all over again. All right, that's all the information we have for now on this developing story. It's a messy one, and it's clear there are no easy answers. Again, I want to hear from you. Drop your take in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to stick with us for all the latest updates. We'll see you in the next video.